What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and now that we've entered June, it's time to start getting excited for all the new Overwatch content that we can expect to be coming in this month. Everything from Map and Hero reworks to new in-game social systems, and even possibly a first look at Hero 28 are on the menu. So in this video, I'm going to go over everything that we could be expecting. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. First up, let's talk about reworks. The big one that I'm sure is on everybody's mind recently is the new Symetra Rework. We've already gotten details going over what exactly is going to be changed about her, and given how much the devs have been talking about it recently, I honestly expect we could see it hit the PTR any day now. I would not be surprised in the least to see it happen sometime this week, and depending on how balanced and well she plays on the PTR, we very easily could see her go to live servers this same month. Now unfortunately we don't have any specifics about when she will be hitting the PTR, but it does seem incredibly likely that it is going to be very soon. If you haven't heard already what exactly all the changes she'll be getting are going to be, then I already made a video going over all the new change details and giving my thoughts about how I think she's going to end up playing. You can check that video out through the card on screen now. Moving on, the next major rework that we can expect this month is the rework to Horizon. Now this was originally accidentally leaked to the PTR back in April, and only a few people were fortunate enough to get to try it out before Blizzard pulled it down. Given that this was over a month ago now, and even back then it looked fairly complete, and Blizzard was likely only still keeping it internal to do balance testing, like the Symetra rework, we can probably expect to see it sometime very soon. In all honesty, I would not be surprised to see it added to the PTR at the exact same time as Symetra 3.0. I for one have been long awaiting this fix because, as many of you would likely agree, Horizon isn't the most fun map to play on currently. So with any luck, this will be hitting the PTR soon, and going to live servers shortly after. Now before I move on past rework, there is one more that we could be seeing at least a little bit of details regarding this month, and that's the rework to Torbjorn. Now so far we have little to no details regarding what exactly this rework will entail. It's only been simply mentioned a couple times by the Overwatch devs in the past, and basically all they've said is that they are looking at him and are planning some kind of rework. We have no details about what this will be or how they will change him, or even when we can expect to see it happen. By no means do I think we're going to see it hit the PTR this month, or probably even in July even. I would say at best we might see something in August, but I think even that might be a little generous. However, that doesn't mean that we won't see maybe some details or a little bit of specification from the Blizzard devs regarding the direction they want to take him. Again, even this is highly speculative, and to be honest, I'm not really convinced we're going to see anything about him this month, but it is entirely possible, so it's worth considering. Now moving on past the reworks, Overwatch is actually in sort of a strange position right now when it comes to new content releases. As I've talked about in past videos, Overwatch generally follows a strict content release cycle. We get a new map every 4 months, a new hero every 4 months, and a new event every 2. And they space these out so that every month there's a new content addition, whether it be a new map, new hero, or event. Last year we got the anniversary event in May and the Horizon Lunar Colony in June. But this year we got both the anniversary event and Rialto in the month of May. So it's kind of unclear what exactly we're going to be getting in June regarding brand new content. I really don't think they're going to cram in another new map or new event this soon after everything we've just gotten. So honestly, it's possible that this is going to be a bit of a dry month when it comes to getting brand new content. We're just going to have to wait and see what ends up happening. However, even if we don't get any sort of new map or event, we can most likely look forward to new social systems being added to the game. Now, these have been vaguely talked about by the Overwatch devs in a couple different locations. The main source of this comes from an Overwatch developer update video, which was only uploaded to the Korean Overwatch YouTube channel. Real quickly, I just want to play this one clip from that video.
I'm very pleased to announce that early this summer, there will be 2 major social systems coming online that we will tell you more about very soon, but early in the summer, you will learn about those social systems that we've built to help encourage positive behavior more. And we have a third system that will come either in the late summer or early fall of next year. That's also a tremendous effort towards encouraging players to be better to one another, but also to have more control over their own play experience.
Now, according to Jeff, we're going to be getting a total of 3 social changes, with 2 of them coming early in the summer. Given that June is early in the summer, I think it's fairly likely that we will be seeing them this month. There is the possibility that these social changes will only apply to South Korea, given that this video was aimed specifically at them. However, we also got a post on the Overwatch forums from Scott Mercer, which seemingly was addressed to everyone and said things that are pretty similar. If we look at the final paragraph of this post, he says, "Going forward, we're also really excited about some new social features we'll make available in the summer. We'll talk about those more when they're closer to being ready for testing on the PTR, but they should give players even more ways to control their gameplay experience online." Now, we're not really sure what this means for players to be able to better control their experience online. A lot of people have speculated that this might be pointing towards some kind of role select, or a looking for group system, or even a clan/guild system. Personally, I'm very hesitant to think that this is what we're going to end up getting, although I will admit that I guess it's possible. We do actually get a bit of a hint as for what one of these systems might actually be when we jump back to the developer update video I mentioned earlier.
Now, there are other things that we would like to do and are working on that is not on the punishment side of things. We all know that players who exhibit bad behavior, we'd like to see them either punished or removed from the game. But we also want to start making efforts towards players who are exhibiting positive behavior and reinforcing the positive behavior in the game.
Based off of what Jeff said here, it sounds like we might be getting some kind of karma system. While we currently can punish bad players through the reporting system, being able to praise and encourage good players to keep being good is also a very valuable strategy for encouraging positivity in the game. I, for one, would love to see a system like this added to Overwatch, although I'm very curious as for how it would actually work. Generally, systems like this are open to abuse, where you get groups of people who just praise each other and thus get an unnaturally high amount of karma, or whatever you want to end up calling it. I'm sure Blizzard has taken this into account and will make their system function accordingly so that this won't be an issue, but I for one am very, very excited to see what ends up happening with this. And once again, given that it's supposed to be coming in early summer, I do think we're going to at least hear more details about it this month. As for the other 2 systems, the one that's also coming in the early summer and the one that's supposed to be coming later in the fall, I'm really not too sure what to expect. I guess we'll just have to keep our ears and eyes open and look for more details coming soon, hopefully. Now, moving on to the final thing that I think we could reasonably expect within the month of June is more details, or even possibly the reveal of Hero 28. Now, with regards to the content release cycle that I talked about previously, we should be expecting Hero 28 to be released in July. However, as I said, recently things have been playing out a bit differently. If we want to jump back to the release of Brigitte, then we saw her actually getting revealed at the very end of February, despite the fact that she then was released in March. So at the very least, I absolutely think that we could end up seeing teasers, if nothing else, for the new hero sometime in late June. If we take a look at how things played out with Doomfist last year, he was revealed and added to the PTR at the very beginning of July. He had a fairly long PTR cycle before finally getting added to the live game on July 27th. Now, this was fairly late in the summer and may have actually contributed to why the Summer Games in 2017 was delayed an entire week. Thanks to how long Doomfist ended up being on the PTR, the Summer Games had to be bumped back in order to keep the content more spaced out. But given that Overwatch is notorious for its lack of content during the summer months, I would not be surprised to see them want to push the Summer Games back up, maybe even into late July instead of just starting in early August. In order to pull this off, they would then have to push Hero 28 up a little bit to possibly being revealed in late June as opposed to early July. On top of this, it could help compensate for the fact that there seemingly won't be any other new content reveals in June, since both the map and the event came out in May. Once again, this is all speculation, and we don't really know anything for sure. However, it seems like this is a likely thing that Blizzard might try to end up doing, just in order to keep content better distributed, as well well as just giving players more things to do over the summer. I mean, heck, it's summer vacation for most of the people who are in school, so not giving players a bunch of new content to enjoy during the months where they have the most free time seems like sort of a bad idea. So you would expect Blizzard to want to cram more content into the summer months, which is why I'm feeling fairly optimistic about any of these new things happening. Now, as for exactly who or what we can expect with regards to Hero 28, I have some ideas that I'm pretty confident in. I will be making videos pretty soon talking more about the new hero and what I'm expecting, but if you're interested in hearing about some of the clues which may have been added to tease the new hero already, then be sure to check out the video linked in the card on screen. Anyways, that'll do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you're expecting to get in the month of June and through the rest of the summer. Are you optimistic about us getting the reworks this month and maybe even some other unseen new content? Or do you think it's going to be a fairly boring month? Be sure to share your opinion by voting in today's poll card, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with a friend if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and turn on notifications to both help out my channel and keep up with all my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.